Community Conversations. I'm Vicki Soule from Treasure Coast Community Health, where we provide medical, dental, and behavioral health services for all people, regardless of their socioeconomic status, which means we really have a big and compassionate heart for our entire community. And here today with me are two that have the biggest heart, and they both work in our dental services. Welcome, Dr. Guponiak.
Thank you, Vicki. Appreciate it.
And with him is Claudia Boyarsky. I always just call her Claudia because she's got a long Polish name, but she, again, has a heart of gold. Claudia is our one of our hygienists, and they're here today to talk about services over the Thanksgiving weekend.
That's right, Vicki. We do have services going on this week. It's Thanksgiving. Everyone is traveling. But for those who are staying put in Vero Beach and in Fellsmere, we do have emergency services as well as regular services up to Wednesday. I, of course, work in Oslo, and we'll be seeing patients till 6:30 on Wednesday.
PM.
Till 6:30
That's a
p.m.
long day.
It is a long day. I'm going to have to start baking our pumpkin pies on Tuesday. And I believe, Claudia, you work on Wednesday till 4:30 in Fellsmere?
Well, I work 4 days in Fellsmere and 1 day at the Oslo office. And we will be open Wednesday from 7 to 4:30. And then we will be closed Thursday and Friday, but we will be reopened on Saturday. 2 offices will be open. The Vero office on 60 and the Fellsmere office will be open from 8 until 3:30.
From 8 until 3:30, all day Saturday then.
Yes.
So if you have a toothache, folks, don't put it aside. If you go to the emergency room, they will do their very best to ease your pain and or give you antibiotics. But the reality is they're not going to be able to help you with the root cause, no pun intended, with your problems. So please be aware. Tell your friends and family if they have any issues. We will be open until 6:30 on Wednesday, and then we will allow our staff to spend some family time both on Thursday and Friday and reopen on Saturday. Thank you so much for coming by. I know that you all have gone to the Dominican Republic recently. So tell me how you all got to be involved in Treasure Coast's first service delivery out of the country.
Well, there was this opportunity to volunteer and help somebody in need in a third world country. So
it was a natural for you to raise your hand. You've done this before, have you not?
Yes, out of the country, yes, but it is a very rewarding experience to bring some type of help to people really in need, that they don't have the access to a good service.
Yeah, the Dominican Republic's a pretty poor country, is it not?
It is. It's in a little better shape than Haiti. I had done a mission trip to Haiti that was not dental, and always wanted to go to the Dominican. Had a neat opportunity with TCCH and with the Rotary. There is many people there who have and many people who don't have. The average monthly income is $80 a month. So
$80 a month.
Correct.
Wow.
So dentistry is not a high priority, though people would love to have dental work. They cannot afford it.
So on either side of the same rock in the middle of the Atlantic, Haiti sits on one side, the Dominican on the other. And so you say the conditions in the Dominican are a little bit better than Haiti, but obviously still very poor.
The infrastructure in the Dominican Republic is a little better than in Haiti, but overall, at least in the community that we were in, the dental needs were still very high.
Well,
Caries.
a lot of cavities and caries that need to be filled, and
a lot of missing teeth. And
well, they have water purification problems there as well, do they not? So brushing your teeth with less than great water is probably a double-edged sword, I would imagine.
Yeah, there is not potable water. If you want to be safe, you better brush your teeth with bottled water, preferable. But I guess they're used to it, so it's not they're used to it, so They don't
are.
have any problem
We are
to do
not.
it.
Yeah.
We are not. Yes, and yes, it was the people doesn't have too much, but they live happy.
Very
With their
good.
limitations, they're happy people. You get all these smiles, beautiful smiles, and
And is the
people
goal
is very
is to
friendly.
to
People
not
is-
only restore their smiles, but also their comfort level. If they have a lot of cavities, they probably experience a lot of tooth decay and toothaches.
I think I think it was a hit for me to go because I'm bilingual, so I was able to speak to them in their own language. So that was a plus for everybody, and I was able. They were all the bilingual people on the trip. They felt very comfortable
I'm sure.
talking to me in their own language.
And not just about dentistry, I expect, but also about the things that we would chat about, the weather and their, what they're doing and those types of things.
We really tried. I was very proud of our group in particular that went out of their comfort zone and tried to interact with the local people. We were invited into a few homes to be able to see how they live, and being very respectful, we were able to learn how they manage with much less. I was very surprised. We worked at a clinic, and next to this clinic was a home, which for the most of the day I thought was a shack or a shed, and realized in the evening when we saw the lights inside this dwelling, this was someone's house.
Oh, my.
Very modest home, but the people in there, like Claudia said, were very happy and hospitable, and we enjoyed seeing their joy even when they didn't have much. We learned many lessons. One was you don't need a lot to be happy, and these people appreciated what they had, and they definitely appreciated the very little we were able to offer them. We did not take care of all their needs, but we took care of a few, and they appreciated that.
Tell us about the team that went from Treasure Coast Community Health and the team that they joined that had been there before.
Well, as Claudia mentioned before about potable water, really potable water is how this dental project came to being. Bob Hildreth is a U.S. American. He's an amazing person. We've grown to really enjoy and respect this man. He's been in the Dominican for 18 years. He graduated from the Citadel. He's an Army pilot and instructor. He's worked for the U.S. Embassy as a field coordinator in Peru, Defense Meritorious Service Medal by the Secretary of Defense, many different accomplishments.
Married to a Dominican.
And he married a local Dominican.
And it's part of the Rotary group there.
Correct.
Or founded it. I'm not sure which.
I believe both, as well as president of the Dominican Rotary. But he, 18 years ago, started a business there and drilled a well for potable water, and realized within a short time after building this well and placing a spigot, people would line up at his home and request potable water. And so he contacted the local government, asked, what can we do? I can install these water filtration systems at the source. And the local government was not able to work with him directly. So he joined the Rotary, and through the Rotary, he was able to found his own nonprofit, Project Las Americas. They've put in 19,000 biosand filters, and they've expanded to aqueduct, latrines, rain catchments. Also, they do primary education, nutrition. They fund scholarships for 24 Dominicans.
That is a phenomenal outreach. 19,000?
19,000 that have been there for 10 plus years, and they're still functional. But about 8 years ago, Dr. Rick Root, who's a dentist from Vero Beach, along with our own Dr. Jerry Rumberger, which is how TCCH became associated with this project. They had gone to the Dominican and had seen some very, simplistic dental extractions being done, which they said, we can do this better. And so began about 5 years ago, and Dr. Rumberger was part of the first team that did go to the Dominican and would offer dental care over a long weekend. And slowly this has grown into what it is now.
That's a phenomenal story. And I know you've got more to tell us about your experiences, but we're going to take a short break for our sponsors because this is a good spot to stop at. But we will be back with more exciting information about life in the Dominican Republic and the dental services team that helped make their life a little bit better.
All right.
Is owning a home your goal? With the rising cost of rent, you could be saving a lot of money by owning your own home. At Caliber Home Loans, we can help make home ownership a reality. Meet with us for a free consultation and get on the right path to buy the home of your dreams. For Caliber, home loans is all we do. We use local appraisers and offer a variety of loan options to fit your lifestyle and budget. Call us today, 844-GO-CALIBER, license number CHL15622, CaliberHomeLoansTreasureCoast.com.
Hi, I'm Cindy, the proud owner of Cindy's Cleaning Service. I consider it a privilege to be welcomed to people's homes and offices to make them shine. We do it all from ceiling fans to floors, dusting, and windows. With Cindy's Cleaning Service, you get quality cleaning and affordable rates. We are also licensed and insured. Please give us a call and we will give you a free estimate. Cindy's Cleaning Service, 569-9348. At Cindy's Cleaning Service, the Lord is our strength.
If you operate a small business, you need services like payroll, tax compliance, HR tools, and other resources. You need Complete Employee Solutions. Vero Beach has a team of professionals, including Anthony Sammons, Matt McCain, and Jennifer Comer, who saw the need for competent payroll, HR, and employee leasing services. Call Complete Employee Solutions at 772-978-7277 or visit their website at CompleteEmployeeSolutions.com.
Hi, I'm Vicki Soulé, CEO of Treasure Coast Community Health. Treasure Coast Community Health has been serving Indian River County for 25 years. How did we get here? It took a commitment to you to provide you with the most affordable, high-quality, integrated network of healthcare available anywhere. It took board-certified doctors and dentists and a dedicated staff to ensure that you receive the best possible care. It took more locations to meet the need. And now Treasure Coast Community Health has 6 locations, serving all of Indian River County with health centers in Vero, Sebastian, and Fellsmere. Our services are available to everyone, whether insured or not. And at TCCH, no one gets turned away due to an inability to pay. We rely on donations from generous benefactors to continue our much-needed work. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and almost all insurances. Call us at 772-257-8224 or visit us at tcchinc.org.
Are you tired of feeling tired and in pain, working with neck and back pain, have mysterious body aches wearing you down? Let Tranquil and Therapeutic Solutions help you with your healing process. Massage can help the body in many ways: improve circulation, relief for tight muscles, greater flexibility, range of motion, energy, vitality. Tranquil and Therapeutic Solutions will make you feel whole again. 772-696-0290. A member of the iTex trading community. Your iTex dollars are welcome.
And welcome back to Community Conversations. This is Vicki Soulé again with her guests, Dr. Mark Gaponiak and hygienist Miss Claudia. Both of them have recently come back, in addition to 3 other Treasure Coast staff members from the Dominican Republic for the first time. A long weekend, a long trip, because setting up all the equipment, and breaking it down and then huffing it all back home again makes a really extended full week venture out of this for our staff members. So I'd like to publicly thank each and every one of them that volunteered. I know that they make an impact here at home, and I was thrilled that we had 5 volunteers say we'd like to do that for people that are even less fortunate than our poorest here in Indian River County.
Well, Vicki, I want to correct you on that. Actually, we had 3 other TCCH volunteers. Our own very own CEO, Vicki Soulé, drove us there and back. We couldn't have done that without
to
you.
Miami.
From
Not to the Dominican, just to Miami.
That's right. Along with Steve and Ken. So we did appreciate that door-to-door service.
Well,
Thank
you're
you.
very welcome. It is. It's definitely a team effort to make a difference.
That's right.
Many hands make the work much lighter, although those suitcases were not like going down with all the supplies.
No, they weren't.
But you guys must have handed out quite a bit. You saw a lot of people?
Yes, we did. We brought some Colgate products that were donated by the Colgate rep.
That was wonderful.
Denise.
That's such a great
And
donation.
it was of big help, and people was very happy with all the toothbrushes and toothpaste. We gave to everybody we could.
The things that we take for granted here. You just run over to Walgreens and buy a toothbrush. Not happening there.
And hygiene was a big hit, so we're looking forward for more hygienists who would like to volunteer for the next occasion, for the next trip.
Absolutely. So just to clarify, when you volunteer, you can pay for yourself. You can find a sponsor. The Rotary does try to help through their foundation. So if anyone really appreciates this project and would like to help next year's trip, certainly you can contact either Dr. Root at the Sunrise Rotary, myself at the Oceanside Rotary, or the Vero Beach Rotary president there. But tell us about the people you serve, Dr. Mark.
Well, we served the people. There's the main town we traveled into was Puerto Plata. Puerto Plata is a coastal town.
On the north side.
On the north side, and it is a beautiful city. There are two past Dominican presidents that live there, as well as some baseball players.
So that's what you meant when you said they have some very wealthy folks there.
That's right.
And a lot of not wealthy folks.
Correct. And then we took a bus about 45 minutes out of town. It might have only been 5 miles. I'm not sure, but it took about 45 minutes to travel. And we went to a town called La Colorada. La Colorada was a rural town, a small area. But we saw, it's hard to we don't have the exact numbers. According to Dr. Rick Root, we saw about a 10 to 15% increase over last year. So it would be around 180 patients, around 276 procedures, and an estimate of about $60,000 worth of pro bono dental work that was done. And as Claudia mentioned with hygiene, this was the first time that the dental trip included hygiene, and it really was a big hit. I don't think they knew exactly what was going to happen, but Claudia saw more patients than any single provider. She was very busy. I was about 2 feet away from her, so I know she was very busy.
That's what I heard.
I was having fun.
People wanted to have a cleaning more than they wanted to have a filling. That's extraordinary.
Yes, I guess the boys, somebody who was seen already the first day, started the rumor, and then that's how they told me that. The community head, who is Francisco, he is the guy that owns the house right next to the place where we were working at. Francisco and his family were very welcoming and very helpful with everything we need. And he was the one who told me that people was so happy that everybody wanted to get their teeth clean instead of getting distractions, even if they had these loose teeth or anything. It was kind of funny, the comment, but it was kind of, I was so glad to be able to help so many people.
Well, and you're such a good instructor. I'm sure that even if they had loose teeth that you were cleaning, you were probably talking the whole time telling them how their oral health could be better if they just did X, Y, and Z, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's probably a lot truer than you know. They don't have a lot of time to do instruction. So Claudia was able to really instruct people as to the importance of home care. I think because people don't appreciate the connection between oral health and your overall health, they want to have a nice smile. So they'll come to me and ask me to fix a front tooth, or they'll see Claudia, they want their teeth nice and bright, so they'll ask to have them clean, but they don't maybe fully understand the importance of oral hygiene as far as your overall health. And they also understand pain, so they'll want a tooth extracted if it's abscessed. So it's very important what Claudia was doing in instructing these patients.
Well, and that might be a future opportunity. as they are gathering and waiting, to have like little mini classes of instruction for those that are waiting. If we had someone who was bilingual and was willing to act as a translator, I know that our country has spent the last 10 years with that increasing education of the elements between medical and dental health, and how nutrition and prophylactic care of your mouth really does help your overall health. So maybe if we had a volunteer who wanted to come with us the next time, they could do that if they had a translator. And I understand Bob did provide local translators as well.
Yes.
We had a local translator who also was a local dentist.
Yes.
And he is going to start doing some rotations within that clinic to help out with the need. So
Wonderful. Maybe I just talked myself into a job.
there you go.
And I was lucky that he was my assistant. So that made
Wow.
me be more efficient. So
Yeah, that's
it was great. Waldo is his name, and he is bilingual. He speaks English very good.
well.
Well, and what I noticed driving you guys down and then back again, we had 13 individuals that were on the bus. We had it must have been 15. We had 14. We had a 15-passenger van that took you all down there. And then coming back, the camaraderie, the conversations, the interesting stories that took place, it really benefited you all. And that is why Treasure Coast Board of Directors said, we help our staff with continuing education. It's usually very scientifically best practice oriented, but they were all for you all going and experiencing this because it is a network then of oral health providers that we would not otherwise see and experience, not only across a different country, but even across our own town between private and public dentistry, as well as the volunteers that came with us just to be a help. So I would love to see this continue and expand, but it's up to our community to help us decide on that because it is expensive to fly to the Dominican, and we hope that our good work here is supported as we think of doing this again in another year. So anything else you want to share with us before we wrap up?
And I just wanted to add a special thank you to Dr. Jerry Rumberger for making that initial connection with the Rotary and TCCH. We did, as you say, really connected well with each other besides doing the work in the Dominican, which was a privilege, being able to get to know the staff a little better at that works at TCCH, and as well as the others, part of the Rotaries. I think one thing I would say that I learned is there is a big need out there wherever you're at, and we're not going to solve the need ourselves, but by contributing and doing whatever we can, we're helping a little bit to help solve that problem.
Every effort to make a difference really adds up, and that's what we all think we were put here to do, right?
That's right.
Thank you very much for making it possible to everybody to contribute.
Well, I want to give a big shout out because we didn't name the other 3 staff members by name, but Dr. Bangato, who normally works at our Vero Beach location on 19th Avenue, Melissa Straughter and Val Mendez. All of these women joined you two and did a fantastic job in their own right, and we couldn't have done it without them. So again, I've run out of time. I wish all of you a wonderful evening, and we will be back next week again.
Thank you, Vicki.
Thank you.